Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like the videos here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and also click on the notifications so you get notified when the next video is released. So today I am speaking to a lady called Danny, and she has a recovery house in Houston. Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. Hi
How are
there.
you?
I'm fine. Please introduce
Great.
yourself and just tell me a little bit about the recovery house.
Okay, I'm Danny Sachs. I have a recovery house in Houston, Texas. I actually started my journey in Miami, had a
Okay.
recovery house there for about 7 years, and recently relocated back home to Houston and just opened in June.
Oh,
It's
brilliant. So it's
Indigo
new.
Dreams Recovery. Yeah, we have a 3-bed facility, very exclusive, private suites. We take a lot of care of mostly private doctors that have patients
Okay,
come and
that's great.
travel for surgery.
That's brilliant. So tell me a little bit about your staff that you have there. Like, what are their qualifications?
I have one lady that is she was a trauma ER nurse in China for 13 years. So she's been here about 2 years, and she's getting back her nursing certificate for America, but she's very well trained. I myself I'm the hands-on caretaker. I'm the one that's here most of the time.
Okay.
I do have another lady that's a CNA that comes in, and we have a first star travel guy that does all our transport. He takes care of all the appointments, massages, airport runs, things like that.
Brilliant. Okay. So just tell me a little bit about the house itself. What's the setup like? Rooms, how much people to a room, bathrooms, things like that.
Okay, so we have an old house that's been renovated. The layout wasn't exactly ideal, in my opinion, because there's a small bathroom on the main hallway, and then we have a gigantic bathroom kind of towards the back of the house. So each girl has her own room, very spacious, television, everything is in there, recliner chairs for the tummy tuck girls.
Okay.
We do have the BBL beds and chairs for them to sit in. Um, the pricing is $390 or $295 a night, and that pretty much covers everything. We have 3-star or 3 meals a day, snacks, beverages, all the supplies that you would possibly need. We have in-house massage. They come and do massage every day. Also,
Okay.
we have a really big backyard, so I try to encourage the girls to get up, get fresh air, move around, get out in the sunlight. That helps them with recovery. It's a spacious house. It's 3,200 square feet.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
And just tell me as well, do you have any rules about visitation?
Yeah, we do have it set up where you can bring a guest. We don't allow male guests at the time, just for the privacy of the other ladies. We don't really do drop-in visitors, just because it seems like everybody has a friend or a family member that people end up just inviting people over and stopping in and
Yeah.
dropping in. So it does kind of cause a problem. We try to keep it really peaceful, really serene. And a lot of times the girls are walking around, half naked. So they don't want to be running into, strangers in the living room.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's great. Just give me like a brief overview as well of like what you're providing for the clients, in the make cushions and sanitary products and things like that. Do they need to bring their own, or are you able to provide all of those things for them?
No, we have everything. We have
Okay.
everything you could possibly need, and then some. So having done this for so long, I know exactly, what the girls need. We have everything stocked. Um, for the most part, I tell them you can get by with 3 t-shirts and some flip-flops and a toothbrush.
That's great. Okay, so that's good. So someone doesn't need to go and bring loads of things with them. You've got
No, no, no.
everything there
I
for them.
really encourage people to pack light.
Yeah.
Will tend to humiliate you if you bring a ginormous suitcase that I can't lift. I'm like, okay, boo boo, you're lifting that the whole time you're here. Normally, they don't even go in their suitcase, like maybe just for a change of socks or some hair supplies, but they don't need
Yeah,
anything. Like, we have everything here.
that's great. So I take it you're providing food. Are you able to cater for all dietary requirements? What's the food like?
Yeah, I mean, basically the main rule after surgery is no salt. So I have a whole cabinet full of no salt spices. We have everything from spaghetti, chicken wings, turkey burgers, and French fries. Everything is baked, nothing is fried. It's all air fried. We don't do any red meat or pork. It's mostly just fish, chicken, high protein. We have a snack bar. I actually have a whole coffee room set up where they can do coffee and tea. They literally can just stand up. It's pub height tables, so people, the girls that get their booties done, can stand up and eat, and they don't, you don't have to sit down.
Yeah.
I cook. I'm the only cook, so everything they eat. I mean, the girls love the food. They rave about the food.
That's great. That's great. I just wanted to know as well, like kind of what would happen if somebody needed emergency care? Are you able to deal with that, or do they go back to the hospital? What
Yeah,
sort
so I mean, in the whole time I've been doing this, I've never had
of?
anybody had to leave in an ambulance. I've had many life-threatening situations that basically I just had to get them to the hospital as fast as I could. I have I mean, I make a rule with the ladies. It's like, look, if I think you need to go get checked out, you're going. If you think you need to go get checked out, you're going. Like, I would never tell somebody, oh, no, you're fine. If they really are feeling like, look, I think something's wrong. Most of the time when they go to the ER, it's either it's either dehydration, or their hemo could be low. Most of those things, I know all the symptoms way before it gets to the point where we need to call an ambulance. There's also been girls that I really knew something was wrong. Their vitals weren't stable. And I would tell them, like, look, I think we need to go get checked out. I try not to scare them, but I let them know, I just think, we need to get your levels checked. I had one lady in about a month ago. She went to her doctor. The doctor and the nursing staff at the ER said, oh, no, you're fine. It's all normal. Just go home to rest. I just, I knew something was going on. Her heart rate was erratic. So I took her to the ER. She ended up being hospitalized for about 9 days. Her hemo was down to like a 6. She was severely dehydrated, even though she was drinking a lot of fluids, and she had an infection setting up that was causing her heart rate to go up. So all of those things the doctor missed.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, something's not right. Let's just take you to see, So she really that could have been fatal had she not went. But for the most part, mostly it's not emergencies. It's more like, okay, I see something's going on. Let's just go get you checked,
Okay, that's brilliant. That's great. Okay, so I see that you have the recovery house. If someone lived close by and still wanted to use the services without going into the recovery house, is there do you do any mobile care or anything like that?
Yes, our staff is already trained to do mobile care. I send them out with a big pack of supplies, and normally it'll be the first 24 hours. I press it and suggest it, even if you think you have someone that can take care of you, those first hours are critical, because that's when you're the most confused. You're out of it. It's a lot goes on in your body. You're coming off of anesthesia, and it's rough the first couple hours, especially. So I do promote that. Like, even if you don't want to come to the recovery house, although I have it set up with a lot of local doctors that we will monitor somebody for like 24 hours. I think most recovery houses have a 3 to 5 day minimum stay. We're probably the only ones. We'll pick them up from surgery, bring them home, keep them for maybe the first 24 hours, and then take them to their house.
Great.
So that really helps.
Brilliant. So also, say a customer has, they paid for their package with you. Is there any unexpected charges that may come up? Maybe these trips to the emergency room. Is there anything, extra that they need to be aware of?
No. I mean, anything like that, everything is all inclusive here. They get one, if they're doing massages elsewhere, we will ride them to the massage and back. We don't do a lot of like, oh, I need to go to the store, I want to buy some this or that, but I will literally get everybody together and say, come on, let's go. We're going to Target, or we're going to go just walk. There's nothing that they don't have here that they need, that they don't have. But I do encourage them getting out of the house. But as far as like, okay, now you got to pay for this extra or that extra, like that doesn't happen here.
Great, brilliant. So a last question for you. Just tell me, like, say if I was coming to you to have a BBL done or something like that, what kind of price would I expect to pay? And do you have any promotions on at the moment?
Right now we're doing till the end of 2021 at $275 a day.
Okay.
I think in Houston the pricing is crazy. There's places that charge up $1,500 a night and up.
Wow.
A lot of them are sitting somewhere around $450 to $500, which I'm sure we probably could get. But I mean, these girls are spending a lot of money on surgery, and we just don't feel like this part of the journey should cost as much as the surgery.
Yeah.
So we try to stay very, very reasonable. I think it's definitely worth it. Everybody seems to think they get their money's worth and they're happy. I got great reviews. So we're going to keep it right there for now.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll speak to you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.